Worst gig? Have you never had a booing or get off kind of thing?
No, I haven't been booed. That will come though, won't it?
No, I don't think so.
You've put that in my head now.
Yeah, no, I think...
I bet I get booed tonight.
I've got Esther Manito coming in very shortly. She's a fantastic comedian. I've shot her on stage with a camera, obviously. That's me in the mirror. Coming in very soon, Esther Manito. Very excited. Ah, it's Esther. Esther.
Hello, can we get a coffee first?
You've just arrived.
I know, I want a coffee. Sorry.
You know what? You're lucky because next door is a coffee place that's on TripAdvisor as the famous coffee place.
Famous coffee
Well, it does really good
place
breakfast. Thanks for coming, anyway.
No, thanks for having me.
Can we get some takeaway coffees?
Yeah, which ones do you want?
What do you want?
Can I get a cappuccino, please?
Cappuccino.
Normal milk is fine.
Can I get oat milk?
Oat milk?
Thank you.
Flat white.
Regular milk?
Yeah. And Frankie, do you want one? I love flat white.
Thank you.
But you've just come from a jog.
I haven't.
Haven't you? I thought you said came from a jog.
No, I just wear this.
But you do jog though?
I do jog, but I don't wear anything but leggings. I can't do anything. I can't wear anything that makes me uncomfortable.
Is that two flat whites?
That's you guys. Do you know, it's ever since I had kids, I had something called diastasis recti. Don't know if you know what it is. It's basically where your stomach muscles, where you've carried, your stomach muscles come apart a little bit. So now, anything that puts any pressure on my stomach, straight away I feel nauseous. So I find it so uncomfortable. I know they say, like, you know, when you're big, that's when you're, oh, the food does look amazing.
Doesn't it?
That does look amazing. They're not wrong.
It's
After
clean
me
and
getting angry about TripAdvisor, I got really angry. I got really ranty.
Yeah.
I just get really annoyed when people just say things are good and it doesn't
No.
live up to very high expectations.
I think it lasts for a bit, then suddenly you've got it.
Don't believe the hype.
Yeah. So
Believe the hype.
believe the
When
hype.
it comes to this place, believe it.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I didn't even know there was hype. You've just told me there was hype.
I mean,
and that's
usually-
another thing. You just tell people there's hype and they just accept that there's hype. That's how it works. I know. That's something you've got to do. You've got to tell people you're amazing and then they'll go, oh my God, you're amazing. And I don't do that. Oh, amazing.
Have you got? Thank you very much. Which key is it then?
I don't know. I'm really... Have you locked us out?
No, I've lost my front door key.
Are you sure?
There it is. I'm so shit. That is.
Oh God, that is such a man thing to just go, that's it, it's gone. It's gone.
But it had gone.
Can't see it within seconds,
Yeah,
so it's just gone. It's
had
all gone. We're all doomed. Like your shoes, by the way.
Do you know what? These are Grenson shoes. I want them to sponsor me because I love Grenson, and I've just done a show in their shop for a charity, and I had, who did I have performing? Shaparat Khorsandi, Alexandra Haddo and Otis Cannelloni.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah, they're lovely shoes. I love them.
They're great
They're the best shoes I've ever had. Grenson shoes, made for stand-up. Just to interrupt the Esther Manito shoot, it's going well, isn't it? You're liking it? If you're liking it, press the like button, but more importantly, subscribe. It helps me immensely. Subscribe and enjoy the rest of the show. I mean, I had a massive bout of it years and years ago of anxiety.
Yeah.
You've written about that as well.
Have I written about it?
I'm sure I saw something, an article that you wrote about some anxiety you had.
So I've got generalised anxiety disorder, but have I written about it? I've got no memory. I've also got no memory, so I get really stressed out about stuff and then I forget I was stressed about it.
But that's quite nice as well. What great.
I must have written about generalised anxiety. You're ringing about... Did I write for The Independent or something?
Something like, I do my research, you see. Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Oh my God, I did. I wrote an article about it, about how actually getting up on stage was quite good for helping with anxiety. But anxiety with stand-up is the rejection, and that's my anxiety. You're exposing yourself for like 20 minutes and then they either take to you or they don't. And I'm a Marmite comedian. And especially being a female comic, you've then got that on top of it.
Have you noticed that as part of it?
Yeah.
Even in this day and age where kind of token female and there's, you know, women aren't funny and all this stuff.
Oh, that's still
do you think-
100%.
Seriously?
Yes.
I'm just amazed with that.
Yeah. I even did a gig a few days ago where I had to leave. They didn't take to me and I had to leave through the crowd, and as I'm leaving through the crowd all I can hear is, but why do you have to talk about female things? Why do you have to talk about female stuff? Why do you have to talk about... And I'm like, I don't fully understand why it's such a shocker for a woman to talk about being a woman. It is amazing how the moment, just your presence of being a woman, automatically. I think I overheard someone going, oh, why do you have to talk about things like vaginas and periods? I was like, but I haven't.
Oh, so they just lumped it into this kind of...
Well, it's because I was about I have to wear a tenor lady because I'll piss myself when I run. And then so that's just like, well, that's just that whole area. So you don't have to talk about that area. So you're like, okay, fine, I can't talk about that. And then you're like, but that was one joke in a 20-minute set. And the rest is just family and kids. The male narrative has been mainstream for so long that if a guy stands on stage and talks about prostate checks, his penis, his ball bags, his sex life, his sagging tits, his aging body, his receding hairline, we've been so groomed and exposed to it from such an early age that we don't watch it and go, I find that offensive or disgusting. We go, I can see why that's funny. You know, Jack Dee did a routine about looking in the mirror and like he was wearing a shirt and tie to have his prostate checked, and he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror and he was like, what a dickhead. And you're like, that image is so funny.
Yeah.
None of that repulses me or freaks me out, and it doesn't freak out any woman. But the female narrative still has got such a way to go to get into the mainstream. So as a guy, you can be so graphic and descriptive and colourful, and I'm not putting that down because it is funny.
Yeah,
of course it's funny.
So you
and
think...
just because I'm not a man doesn't mean I can't relate to it. It means I can look at that and go, oh my God, this is what the men in my family must go through. That's funny.
Your whole act isn't about that. It's bits of it.
I'm married, I've got nothing to say about sex. What am I going to say about sex?
We'll keep that in. That's
Be
fine.
like, it would be the most boring stand-up routine ever.
Keep that. Nice. That's nice.
I think people do still get very hung up on wanting fame, and I think what's always been quite reassuring to me, but also my downfall, is that I've actually just wanted to do stand-up and not gone, I want to be famous. When you've had like a proper job, you can balance it a lot easier, but when you get kids, when you get the
Where's kids? Something.
comparing to what other people are getting for doing, you know, corporate for 30 grand, you're like, yeah, that's insane money. That's crazy money. But if you compare it to actually having to get up and do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I was having that conversation with Alexei Sayle.
Yeah.
And he was just
It's
like...
name dropping. We were just talking about name dropping, weren't we? Alexei Sayle. He's lovely.
Such a nice guy.
Really, really good.
I gigged with him not so long ago, and he was just saying, like, in the 80s and the 90s, if you were a stand-up, you just gathered up all the money. So now you're in a position where you don't have to do gigs you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think stand-ups now will ever be in that position.
No, unless you're doing all the other bits or you've got a social media presence.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd have to be massive, wouldn't you? And it is incredible because you just think, oh God, I'm going to put on this, like I've just done my tour, and you put it on, you just think, oh, who's going to come watch you? But it's people who just follow you on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So you're a teacher.
Yeah.
And then when did you start? How long have you been doing stand-up for?
2016.
Wow, so little ago. Do you remember your first gig?
Bethnal Green.
Backyard.
Yeah, that was my first gig.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, I was so drunk. I don't...
Were you?
Yeah, someone sent me the video not so long ago, and I was like, wow, I'm talking slowly, and I realised it's because I was so pissed.
But that's a good way to start, to be slow. Because sometimes when you're nervous, you...
Oh, I've sped up. Now I'm just like...
You are fast now.
Yeah.
But controlled fast.
Yeah, controlled fast.
But best gig?
Either doing Live at the Apollo. Oh, it was just incredible. It was such an incredible gig. Dubai Opera House, because I was the first female comic they've ever had there.
Wow.
London Palladium.
Wow.
That was incredible. And Live at the Apollo was incredible. So they're probably, they're my top 3.
Worst gig? Bit of a fashion shoot now.
I know. Worst gig. So many.
I had that before, so I think it was Omid. There's just been so many.
So many gigs where you just walk away going, where is my dignity? Why do I have no dignity? Is that what he said?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not worth it because I'm losing my dignity here. As a human being, I deserve better.
You just walk away from something going, I'm a mother. What is my dignity? I've literally just given everything.
Yeah.
And you've just looked at me and gone, you're a piece of shit. And I've just walked away going, there's just no dignity in that.
Where is so much hatred coming from? I'm just telling jokes. How you...
Why do you hate me?
But how does that make sense?
And they probably don't. They just
No.
don't find you funny. There's so many reasons. It's like you do Edinburgh for a month and you're in the same venue at the same time in the same place saying the same words, and yet one day it's electric, and the next day they just look at you and go, just don't get it. I've
done
not
well.
had booing. I've not been told to get off. I've definitely performed to silence.
Right.
I think it was a fundraiser for Syria, and I hadn't thought it through, and I rocked up wearing little shorts, and I just hadn't thought it through, and there was just lots of quite conservative looking women with headscarves in the audience and their partners, and they just played this video showing harrowing footage of what's gone on in Syria, and then I've just come on without
time
even
for some
connecting
laughs, yeah.
that these are like dying children. Then I come on and go, oh God, I hate my kids, they're a bunch of dickheads, and it's like wrong tone, wrong outfit, wrong everything, and I literally just ended the set by going, I am so sorry, and I refuse to get paid for it. I was like, just put the money in the charity. I can't. I just, everything about me is saying sorry right now. What was I thinking?
Sorry.
What was I thinking? But no, I haven't been booed. That will come though, won't it?
No, I don't think so. I think
Put that in my head now.
Yeah, no, I think.
I get booed tonight.
Have you got a favourite photograph?
I like photographs where it really just captures the relationship between two people. The photo that I'm going to share with you is of my dad and my uncle, and it's at my cousin's wedding, and I think it just encapsulated how sweet their relationship was with each other. Oh, there's just a real gentility about the photo, and I love it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get one like that, so it's in the bag. So I want you to look in the mirror and tell me what you see.
I just think the more you look in the mirror, the more you're going to find flaws, so it's just best not to look.
Good answer. Okay.
Just put on what you want to put on, don't look down and don't look in the mirror.
That's a great philosophy.
Yeah. When you're writing and you show,
Yeah.
you'll then get at least 2 or 3 gags that you can then use in the clubs.
Yeah. Do you sit down and write at the moment, or you kind of...
No, I just jot shit down and say it on stage. I don't sit down and write. I'm not
So,
one.
so there's no kind of procedure, schedule saying I'm going to get up at 10 and...
No, I should do. Yes, that's what I do. I go to the British Library and I write.
It's just round the corner. What would you do if you weren't doing stand-up? If you'd love to do as a job, other than stand-up?
Something outdoors.
Yeah, like a
would I do?
ranger.
No, I don't know. I don't even know what that involves. Doing like guided hikes.
You're an outdoor person.
Outdoors, yeah. I
Fit
think
stuff.
for your mental health, yeah. Just be outdoors all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just constantly running. Just keep running.
Just away
don't
from
stop
people.
running. Just don't stop running. Yeah, until death comes. But that's how, like, my husband, he was like, "How long are you going to be out running today?" And I'm like, "Just till the crazies stop." He's like, "Oh, could be hours."
So you mentioned you started a comedians running group,
Yes.
which made me laugh when the pictures
Yes.
came up and I saw people go, just like, are you the fittest out of them all? Are you?
No.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not fit. I'm not even very fit. No, you got Rob Deering in there.
Oh yeah, I
He's
forgot Rob
essentially-
Deering.
He's essentially a gazelle, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just a car, a human car.
Is he that good?
Stuart Laws, he's a good runner. Chappie can run.
Oh really?
And then Joe Ball. He'll get there.
What I might do is do a quick photo shoot in the middle of the road and things like that. How about
Okay.
that? Come in the middle of the road, don't worry about cars. If it comes, I'll let you know. I like this is good. Okay, one sec. Yeah, great. It's really nice because you do it from the other way around, so if I come around this way. That's better. Great. Is there a car coming?
No.
That's great. Thanks. What a great interview.
Ah,
That was
lovely
Esther
chat.
Manito. Esther Manito. Cut.